This is a video that's been plagued by technical difficulties, so one last try. The basic premise here is that, contrary to what people tell you, gear doesn't make you sound better. Expensive gear doesn't make you sound better. If you're going to spend money, if you just can't help but spend money, spend it on lessons. They might be useful because gear's not going to make you a better player. Playing makes you a better player. So, in kind of support of that, cheap guitar, dirt cheap guitar, dirt cheap amplifiers. And you ask yourself, what's dirt cheap? Well, how about this? $40. $35 actually. Kmart, not even Walmart, Kmart. Right after Christmas, this guitar starter pack had a little cheap plastic amp with it. This, bought it off Craigslist. Super Champ XD. It's a tube amplifier. $90 because it had a cabinet rattle. They're notorious for it. If you look at the back, you can see where it had pieces back here. There was a tube shield to keep you from sticking your fingers in. I guess they figure you're not smart enough not to grab electricity and hot stuff. Brace here. So what I basically did was took things off until it quit rattling, which it was the tube shield. I'm going to make a cover back here. So I've got like a 2/3 loose cabinet. But it works fine. The little Marshall down here, if you look, it's got a Celestion in it. This amplifier was pawn shop. Paid $30 for it. Reverb tank was missing and it had an intermittent fault. Somebody stole the reverb tank out of it while it was in the shop, if you can believe that. So replaced the reverb tank. Probably 3 hours of labor, a little bit of soldering. All total, everything you're looking at right here is less than $200, literally less than $200. This guitar, if you look at it, maple neck, nice piece of maple. It's got decent grain, it's kind of pretty. This is what's called a scarf joint. What it does is it keeps the thin part of the wood here from being at the worst part of the grain. Die-cast covered tuners, they work well. Looks like stove bolts and washers to hold the neck on. But again, you know, washers, plate, whatever, it works. Dipped in polyester finish, just as cheap as you can finish it. Biggest issue with the guitar when I got it, the distance from here to here is divided into sections. And if it's not accurate, it will not tune. It will be in tune here, but not here. If it's in tune here, it will be out here. So the point of the exercise was to correct this, it's a fully adjustable bridge, and to get the height of the strings adjusted correctly. And the frets stuck out over the end. It's like running your hand over a cheese grater when I got it. So that had to be filed down. If you look at the frets, they're nicely polished, if you look at them. I mean, not polished in the sense of shining, but they're nicely polished in the sense of being smooth, of feeling nice on your hand. First Act, the brand that everybody loves to hate because they're junk, right? Okay, so junk with junk. We're going to start off with this little amp. Volume for channel 1, which is just a tube amplifier. Bass, treble, and it has some pretty nice digital effects. Reverb, delay, a chorus, etc. I'm not using any of that right now, because I want you to hear it like it sounds. So this is a clean channel. All the way up here. This is volume here. Tone. So something clean, basic. Rings out nice and clean, you know, nice balance bass to treble. It sounds good. I mean, to me, it is a good sounding guitar. If you go up the neck with it a little bit, it's still in tune. I mean, here's... So if you set, the fretted notes against the open strings, it's in tune all the way up the neck. Now, this is a humbucker and a kind of wild looking guitar. If you want something that's a little gainier, crank up the gain on this. Not necessarily louder, but just a little more drive. It's not distortion as much as it's just, an amplifier, tube amplifier that's turned up. All these controls, if you notice, the effects level's off, bass and treble straight up, 12 o'clock. Moderate volume, I'm not really pushing it. Nice thing about it though, it's a small amp, not a lot of power. You can turn it up without just driving everybody off the place. Snarl. If you put a little reverb on it, then you can go to a little bit nastier sound. Yeah, I forgot what the controls mean. I have to look for it. There you go. You get a little hiss. Can you hear it? The hiss in it? Because it's a higher gain structure. The point being that you don't have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to have something that kills the neighbor's cat. You can buy something moderately priced, moderately volume, and it sounds fine. In absolute terms, that's probably about half the total volume it has in it. Great recording amp, and very convincing signal processing. 90, 40, 130 bucks. All right, that's it until next time.